And it says, and these are contrary one to another. Right? Yeah, your flesh and your spirit is contrary one to another. Right? So that you cannot do the things that you would. Sometimes, look, sometimes you may say, you know what, I just wanna serve you Habashai without any problems. But the flesh brings, with the flesh comes problems, comes issues. Right? But if you are led of the spirit of Yahushua, you are not under the law. See? Because you're exercising the law within your mind. So when people think of the law, ultimately they think, Passover, wash your hands. No, you could be walking around and you have the laws in your mind and you're exercising them laws. Right? A woman maybe come up to you. She's flirting with you. She wants to get with you. But you know she has a man. She's telling you she don't, but you know she does. What are you going to do? You're going to go to the law, thou shalt not commit adultery. You're going to exercise that law. Right? You're going to exercise that law. Because you know it's wrong. That's you walking in the spirit. Now the works of the flesh, now it's going to tell us the works of the flesh. And when you go into these works of the flesh, it's many. It's many, it's many, it's many, it's many. Right? And this might shut off soon because, again, I used up some battery prior to that. Right? But we just keep it running. And it says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, are made known, which are these. Adultery. See, that's spiritual, I was saying as well. Fornication, uncleanness. Right? Homosexuality, that's uncleanness. Right? Lasciviousness, that's over excess. You being over excess, that turns into lasciviousness, and being too flashy. I know you brothers like nice stuff, but being too flashy, that also leads to lasciviousness as well. Right? Idolatry, that's another sin. That's a sin of our people. Idolatry, idols. Right? You may have a Buddha statue in your household or whatever, right? You may celebrate Christmas. You wake up to the truth, you stop celebrating those things and you come back to Yahweh Shai, right? Witchcraft, hatred, these are all sins. Variance, right? Indifferences. Emulation is what? Copying. Wrath, okay, anger without thinking. Strife, yes, even strife. Seditions, and seditions as well, right? And seditions is what? Quarreling, right? And seditions, and what? Seditions is also what? Uproar, right? Seditions, heresies, right? When someone has an opinion, okay? Envyings, so it's a matter of things. Murders, drunkenness, you see? Drunkenness as well. Drunkenness, Noah got drunk, right? But he wasn't acting all silly, and he was in his own premises. But drunkenness, it does say, yeah, it can be a sin because it can cause you to do something that's off, right? It can cause you to go off, right? Revelings, right? That party. Are you that type of brother that just every time you just want to party, right? Are you that? Because you got different brothers with different personalities. Are you that brother that just all the time you want to party, looking for occasion to party, feed your flesh? You got to put that away when you come to the truth, right? You may have your little downtime after you've done the work. You may listen to some music, but right now we're not in a time for that, all right? What else? Revelings and such like, of which I tell you before, as I have told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So there's a lot of things that could be hindering your walk, your journey in this truth? A lot of things. Alright? Hell of a lot of things. Excuse me just a minute. And we can't allow these things to hinder us in this truth. We have to keep what going. Right? We have to keep on going. Keep on going, keep on fighting. Right? Spiritually. Okay. And what else? But the fruit of the Spirit. So now it's going to go into the fruit of the Spirit. Right? The fruit. What you can gain from it is love. So with you having love, right? What are you gaining? The fruit of the Spirit. Okay? And it says love, joy. So you having the fruits, the workings of the Spirit, you're going to have love for your brother. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Joy, it's going to bring you joy. Peace. So when you have this word, you're supposed to have like an inner peace within yourself. Which most people, they don't have the inner peace with themselves. That's why they're looking for what? Outer. They're looking for peace from what? Materialistic things. Right? And it says long suffering. So these are the attributes a man of the Lord are going to possess. Gentleness. So we're somewhat gentle. We're not pushovers, but we're still gentle. Right? Goodness. Faith. So these are the attributes we have. Gentleness, goodness, and faith. Right? And that's how you know if a man really has the fruits of the Spirit. Right? Meekness, humility. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. What does it mean, the greater thou art? What does that mean? You become greater because the more knowledge, the more wisdom you have. That's a great thing. So the more humble thyself. So there's meekness. And oh man, oh man, oh man. Yahushua knows how to humble. Yahushua knows how to humble. Right? You can't forget about the times you're very sick, you're very poorly. But why does Yahushua do that? So you don't get too big for your bridges. Right? Why does Yahushua even send other individuals to come at you? That's also to what? To humble us. Because you may look at, oh, why is this guy rising up against me? Yahushua also does that to humble us. So you've got to look at all these things from a spiritual aspect and not always from a state of, well, it's because they're evil. Yeah, well, they could